tight very well. One of the first things I do is I put this fake axle into the back of the frame here, and that's to make sure these rear stays don't break away in case I drop the frame or do something otherwise abusive. So I'll tighten that up. And that makes this a much stronger structure. So now I can continue to take off the tape and release the frame from the packing table. Now this part's probably got some glue on it, but that's okay. Let's see if there we go. We'll take this out, and we can even clamp it down here because we're going to use this to hold the frame. But I'm going to clamp it here instead. So I'll take this over here, and let's see, how about something like now I can put the frame right up here. Now I have access to all parts of the frame, and it's like to clamp in the area I'm going to work. So for here, I'll use my knife and break off a couple of these. I like to use this round rasp. But if you don't have a round rasp, you can just use some sandpaper rolled up onto something round, like a dowel or whatever. This works just as well. This bottom bracket area can be a little tricky. You want to be careful not to touch this edge. This is a machined edge that's a reference for the bottom bracket bearings that will screw in there. Now, one thing I've noticed is that this section here doesn't leave much room for us to wrap our composite material around the edge. So I'm going to take away a little bit of this bamboo right at the edge, and it peels right off. That will give us more surface area for the fiber to get in there and wrap around. If you missed a spot and there's not enough glue in some of these joints, this is a good time to add some more glue. So here's a spot that needs to be addressed. It's a bit of a bump there, and we'll have to saw off the corner so that the fiber wraps around it better. Now I'll reposition the frame so that I can access the head tube more easily. Right up there. Use my file. The round file works really well in this area. Good. Here. Easier to do it from below like this. Sandpaper. Excellent. So now all the joints are fairly smooth and ready for wrapping. I don't want to do this side yet because I'm afraid of if I sand too aggressively or file on this too much, there's a chance I could snap this off or just stress it too much. So better to wrap it first, and after that wrapping is hardened, I'll go and file this because then it's super strong. And then we'll wrap this towards the end. A washer that has a dimple on it so it will center itself in the hole. Good. You want to make sure you have space between the washer and the bamboo so that you can get fiber around that outside edge. It looks like I have a little bit of gap there. I'd like to give more gap. I'm going to cut that, file that down a little bit, and give myself a little more space. Tight. Okay, I'm ready for some casting tape.